Thanks again for coming out, everyone. We really appreciate you being here. My name is Liz Hibbs. I'm the director of the Early Childhood Education Alliance, also known as ECEA, and I run the Spark program here in Alliance in Sebring. And then this is Kim Spears and Rockney Flugan, and they are two of our parent partners that run the Spark program here in Alliance in Sebring as well. So this is Jamey Christoph. We're very excited he is here. He is an illustrator. This is one of the books that he happened to illustrate. It's called Clackety Track, a poem about trains. It's written by Skyla Brown. And so one of the things we always talk about in Spark is the different parts of the book. So we have the front of the book, which usually has the title on it. We have the back of the book. We have the spines. And then we have the author's name and also the illustrator's name. And what's super cool about this is that you're actually getting to meet the person who did the pictures that are in this book. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this off to Jamey, and he will begin.
Hi guys, yeah, my name's Jamey. Tonight we're going to be reading a little bit from the book. We're going to draw some pictures inspired from trains in the book. So we got all kinds of fun things planned. So I'm going to jump right in. This is my first time coming to Alliance. It's a beautiful town. I was saying I love your park, and I was driving around downtown, and I saw that you have an Amtrak station. I saw a nice set of tracks on the way into town. I kind of went up and over them. Do you get many trains that come through here, guys?
Yeah.
You seen the trains go through?
No. I do.
Is it fun to watch them?
Yeah.
Do you like watching?
Don't get close.
But don't get, that is very smart, yeah. You can appreciate it from a distance, right? What is it that you like about them when they come through?
Don't say honk honk.
They blare their horns. Yeah, they're loud, aren't they? They make those loud sounds with their horns. They also have, what else do they have? Bells that ring. Sometimes they whoosh by, right? Real fast. Sometimes they're slower, you know, like freight trains.
When I was going to the zoo, it was so big.
You saw a train at the zoo?
Yeah, but it was so big.
It was a big train. That's so cool. That's so true. Yeah, there's trains at zoos and amusement parks too. They're still all very much around us. I just wanted to say, when I was growing up, trains were my absolute favorite thing in the world, hands down. My favorite thing. I mean, my favorite picture books growing up, I brought a couple of them, were all train books. My favorite toys, I even brought a couple of those to refer to as I'm drawing trains. When old people would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, you know what I would tell them?
Engineer.
I wanted to be an engineer, exactly. Yeah, who said that?
Me.
Yeah. I mean,
No, my mama. My mama.
to be able to drive the train and, you know, blare that horn, that just seems so cool. Yeah, I mean, that's what I wanted
If
to
you
do.
get close, you get hurt.
You don't want to get close. The thing I found out, though, as the years went by, is that I tended to draw better than I operated heavy machinery. And so it kind of worked out that, you know, I started drawing trains and making illustrations. And so you can imagine, with that history, how excited I was a couple years back when I got an email from the publisher. And how that always works out. I've done 20 books now, and they've all pretty much played out this same way. It comes through as an email. They send you the manuscript, in this case, her poems, and I was able to read them, and I knew that afternoon this was something I had to do. And so here's the end result. This is our picture book. I'm so proud of this book. It's one of my faves. It was recognized by New York Public Library. It was last year recognized by Ohio's state library system. It got a recognition there, and I'm just so proud of the local collaborations the most. Though. That's what means the most to me, and why I am just honored to be able to partner, you know, with Early Childhood Education Alliance. So thank you so much, Liz. Liz and I go way back. I don't know if you heard us chatting. You know, Liz is a dear family friend, and so that we're able to kind of come together and share books and be creative and get to draw. It's just to me, this is what it's all about. So thank you so much, Liz. And I just hope you guys enjoy this book as well. And also, I'm so excited to share as we jump into reading is everyone here receives a complimentary copy tonight of the book. And so hopefully it's something that you'll enjoy, you'll get to take home and read and have fun with, just the same way that I loved my books growing up. And I'm sure everyone can remember those favorite books that they had growing up as well.
And my brother, he has my train downstairs.
Does he have a train set up? A model train? Oh my gosh. I always wanted one of those. I never was able to get a setup. That is so cool.
My dad made me the tunnel for it. It was carved for it.
Oh, they always have, the mountain with the tunnel, yeah.
My brother has two.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, in a little bit we're going to get to draw, and I have a feeling that might be a fun detail to include is that tunnel. Let me go ahead. Maybe it's probably best if I stand up as I'm reading. But yeah, here's our book, Clackety Track. Skeela Brown is the author, and I made the pictures. So this is how it looks when you open it. Look at our train pattern. There's the familiar train crossing that we all recognize. Look right here. What's that? Right here.
A tunnel.
Yeah. Every train scene has to have a good tunnel and mountains and bridges and things. To me, I wasn't able to have that elaborate train setup, but I can draw those pictures. So that's almost like the next best thing, you know? I really had that thought when I was working on this. So there's that kind of vista that you always kind of associate with trains. And so here's our first page. I'm going to jump right on in. This first poem, guys, I don't know if you can see it. It's called Morning in the Yard. Morning in the Yard. And this might be a familiar sight. I heard you might have a train yard, probably fairly similar to this off downtown. Morning in the yard. Come on up. Come on. Morning in the yard. Sun's up. It's morning in the yard. Trains move on their private boulevard. Look close. Not every train is the same. Let's see how many we can name. As they depart from where they're stored, come on, hop on, now all aboard.
And Jack has this one, but that one's...
You recognize that one? That
it's in my
Santa Fe?
room. And then the controller's down in the basement, and it's
I love it. You recognize, all these markings are, based off, real trains. I love that you recognize that. And that's what the book touches on, is all the different variety, of trains. So that's kind of our first page, introducing us. This is the next poem. I thought we'd read together here. You can kind of see it curled around. It's called Freight Train. Freight Train's the name of the poem. There's nothing plain about a train. White striped engines lead the chain. Cars curved and straight, open and closed. Pallet piles and logs exposed. Clinking crayon, pack on wheels. Racing rainbow made of steel. Rows of grooves, cables and bars. Graffiti rocking out the cars. A badge of rust, a proud oil stain. There's nothing plain about a train. And I just thought this was fun to share. And this is probably that familiar sight. Everyone recognized being stopped at the railroad crossing when the train comes through. This one's called Tracks. Tracks. Stretched web path, no start, no end. Crisscross the ground around a bend. Wood ties, steel beams, locked tight, secure. Around things move, tracks stay, they endure. Tracks wait to see which train will come. A shudder felt, a hiss of a brake drum. Start of a song, click, clack, refrain. Listen, hush, here comes a train. You can kind of see way off in the distance, we got a little steam engine chugging around the corner. When I'm doing these books, every one I ever do has to have my dog in it. And you'll see when you get your coffee, you can kind of look at these details up close. My dog Owen's always in there. He's a beagle rescued in Cleveland.
Did you draw the words in there too?
You know, with some of these, yeah, the design was I was involved in that as well. Normally a graphic designer would do all the type,
With a
but
computer or?
yeah. For that, I did that, I illustrated that, but this was done, I think in InDesign was the program. Yeah. But it was so integral to the design, right, to have it on the railroad ties. And so we worked closely together. That's what, was so special about that collaboration. This is a quick one, and I'll read this one as well. This one's called Bullet Train. Bullet Train. I don't know if we have too many of these around here. Bullet Train. Jet train, sleek and slick. Land plane, quick, quick, quick. Faster than a cheetah, racing down a hill. Step up close and brace for a whooshy windblown thrill.
And I saw these at a airport. There was a
You saw a train
back.
similar to this at the airport?
Yep,
Yeah,
and
I
then
could see
at
that.
the back, there's like a red button. There's like a red circle.
Was it a light or was it just part of the design?
It was a light.
Were they
a red
fast?
one. Yeah, they were like really
Super fast. That's the character of that train. Exactly. That's kind of what we touch on. And this is the last one we'll read together. And this is my favorite because I just love the old steam engines. There's just something about them. They're classic and they have all the cool details and the pistons going and the smoke coming out. So here's that full page spread here. You see the steam engine. I love steam engines. And so this is the one we're going to draw together. And this one, I'll read it. It's called Steam Engine. And it's a quick little poem, but she really captured the essence of it. Biggest beast you've ever seen, gobbling up a cold cuisine.
And my brother has train books of trains. A big one.
Of steam engines like this?
Yep.
100 tons of steel machine, 100 tons, belching out a steam smoke screen. And that's the steam engine. But here's the thing, and I don't know, like, when I was growing up and I would draw trains, you can almost get overwhelmed when you're looking at it at first because of all those parts. It's a very complicated machine, all the wheels and the pistons and things, cowcatcher. But what we're going to be able to do together as we draw is we're going to focus on those shapes, those simple shapes that kind of come together and make it, that recognizable train in silhouette. So I just can't wait to be able to walk through that and create a drawing together up here. So at this point, I think it'd probably be cool to kind of everybody get their drawing supplies. We get complimentary drawing supplies as well tonight. We have all kinds of fun. But when you go to this place, what is this place? The zoo. And so often there's trains at zoos too. So here we go. We got this kind of more. It's another steam engine. Like I was saying, it's a different color. But this is a steam engine as well. Different smokestack. The kids are all sitting in the back with their parents. This one, I'm gonna read this one. It's called Zoo Train.
On my finger.
Get your tickets and your snacks. This is the train for you. You can look for weasel packs and watch the hippos chew. Tigers lying on their backs and piles of rhino poo. These are the things we see. The only tracks close to yaks. It's such a perfect view. This is where your legs relax, riding the train at the zoo. And so when you get your book and you get to take it home, look for all those little details that we just referenced. The one tends to be pretty popular with the rhino minks. But find that, and have fun with it. But yeah, this was kind of inspired by those trains like at all zoos. There's cool trains at Cedar Point has a similar train to this, Disney and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys have fun learning about trains in this book, and hopefully drawing more pictures from it. That's what I always love doing, and I just love seeing you guys do it here tonight. I just hope